Hi guys, it's Rachel from Rachel Republic today, and I'm going to be showing you how to make hand-painted raspberry macarons. These cookies are super cute and floral. They're perfect as a gift or just as a nice summer treat. So stick around and I'll show you how to make them. You'll only need a few ingredients for the macarons. Begin by sifting the almond flour and powdered sugar. For me, the longest step in this whole recipe was actually sifting the flour and the powdered sugar, but you really can't skip this step because you don't really want any bumps or lumps inside your macarons. Once you've sifted the almond flour and powdered sugar, whip up 3 egg whites in a stand mixer until the egg whites are nice and frothy. When they're frothy and white in color, go ahead and pour in a 1/4 cup of sugar. You can then turn up the electric mixer to a high speed until the mixture becomes glossy and soft peaks form. And if you flip the bowl over, the mixture should not come out at all. When you've reached this stage, go ahead and pour in your dry ingredients into your egg white mixture. Using a spatula, fold these ingredients together. It'll take about 30 strokes. You gotta be careful because you don't want to undermix it, but you also don't want to overmix it. When you're done, the mixture should have a lava-like consistency. The mixture should just flow off the spatula like so. And you also can do different colors. I added some red gel food coloring to my second batch, so that's what I'm just doing over here. So you can just experiment with different colors, and you can even add vanilla extract or almond extract to add some more flavor into your macarons. Once you've reached the ideal lava-like consistency, pour the mixture into a pastry bag fitted with a piping tip. Pipe the batter onto a silpat into little circles. So I am terrible at making perfect circles, so what I did was that I printed out a sheet of paper with circles on it. If you Google like macaron shapes and stuff like that under Google Images, you'll find a lot of these there. So all you have to do is just print that out and then slip that underneath the silpat and then use that as a guide or reference when piping your macarons. And also don't forget to remove the paper before you stick the whole thing into the oven because it could catch on fire. Once you've piped out all your macarons, make sure you let them sit at room temperature until a sort of hard shell forms on the outside of all of them, and you can even touch them without ruining them. At that point, go ahead and bake the macarons at 285 degrees for around 10 minutes. After removing the macarons from the oven, make sure you let them cool at room temperature until you can just easily peel them off the silpat. Then we can get started on the painting of the macarons. There are different ways you can paint the macarons. I know some people use edible paint, but I am just going to use some Wilton candy markers. So using the light pink candy marker, I'm just going to draw some simple rose shapes. And then I'm going to go in with a paintbrush that's dipped in water to just kind of smooth out some of those edges. And then last but not least, I just like to add some leaves and vines with the bright green candy marker. If you plan on painting your macarons, I would definitely recommend making white ones because that way it'll show up the best. Alright, now let's move on to the raspberry buttercream filling. In a saucepan, combine 3/4 cup raspberries with 2 tablespoons sugar and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And bring those ingredients to a boil over a stove. Once the mixture has boiled, pour all of it through a sieve so you can remove the raspberry seeds, and then you can just obtain the raspberry syrup. This filling is a little bit more on the sour and tart side, so it really balances out well with the macaron cookies. You should have a lot of raspberry seeds left over in the sieve. So go ahead and let the raspberry syrup rest until it reaches room temperature. Meanwhile, beat 1 stick of butter with an electric mixer until it's light and fluffy. Then add the room temperature raspberry syrup and combine those ingredients really well. What's great about this recipe is that the raspberries add an all-natural food coloring to your filling. It appears as this nice kind of light pink. So pour the filling into a pastry bag fitted with a piping tip. Then pipe the buttercream frosting onto one of the cookies and then stack another cookie on top, so it's a little sandwich. And repeat this process for all of your macaron cookies. Well, that's it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed these hand-painted raspberry macarons. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them down below in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. Alright, so don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks for watching.